Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Fab's in the house and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm in the house with the Alliance Designs Chisel designed by Jeremy Marsh. Here with me for a review, we're gonna analyze the look, the sound and the feel of this bad boy. But first of all, I need to do a big shout out to my buddy Eden from Alliance Designs for sending this guy along, so I'm able to share my thoughts with you. And second of all, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave me a comment down below. And you know what? You can also check out fablades.com and at Fablades on Instagram if you wanna see what is going on there. This fella has a 3.3 inch long cutting edge and 4.75 inch long handle for an overall length of 7.8 inches, which if you grab a Benchmade bug out and a mini bug out, you're gonna notice that this guy is bigger than both of these Benchmade offerings. And you grab a couple options from Spyderco like Paramilitary 2 and Para 3, and boom, you get instantly something bigger than the Para 3 and something smaller than the Paramilitary 2. Let's grab a couple options also from Chris Reeve Knives, and here you get to see the large Inkosi and the small Sebenza 21, and boom, right in between. Very nice, that's always a good thing to be in between. Hold Blade Works Haptic and Hold Blade Works Spectre in the mix. Right in between, a little bit bigger than the Haptic, a little bit smaller than the Spectre. It's always a good thing to be. Let me show you just another couple of beautiful blades. Shirogorov Custom Division F5 Silk and Custom Division Shirogorov Neon NL to complete the picture of this fella. A little bit bigger than the Neon, definitely smaller than the F5 right there. So what do we have here is the production version of the Chisel and custom knife from Jeremy Marsh. It's a unique one, very peculiar shape. Reminds me of Batman logo, a little bit like this, sweeping lines. It's a unique design for sure, in every aspect. Like every corner is just unique. Like this sweeps up, this just thins down, and this guy right over here, curvature, swedge. Look at the pocket clip 3D milled. I mean, there's a lot of things going on in this one. So the overall look is unique when closed, and it's even more unique when open. Look at these lines. Really, really interesting. It's probably not my cup of tea because it's kind of a little bit too extreme for me, but still, I can appreciate that. Materials are also spot on. Carbon fiber, nice carbon fiber, 3D milled, nicely chamfered on both scales for this titanium liner lock. The liners are blue anodized titanium and double chamfered in and out in a very cool way. Like, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty cool shot right there. You get a very, very cool finger groove going on over here, which extends for the other fingers down to the handle, up to the heel of the handle. No lanyard hole option for this fella right there. You do get a backspacer, which is PVD titanium, as it is on the pocket clip. This backspacer is nice. It's raised like a pyramidal kind of shape. It's extending out of the liners and the scales, and then it's, like you see, not really protecting the tip of the blade, which is, by the way, absolutely centered, but you can kind of do this. So you can snag the tip. It's not like, I mean, like that, it's not going to do anything. But if you jam your finger and you can kind of reach and open it, that which combined to a tip down carry only pocket clip, I don't know. It's probably this is the main nitpick that I have on this fella. I mean, it's not unsafe, but if you can do that, it should be a little bit or shorter or a little bit more buried down. That's my opinion. So I was saying the overall look, it's unique. It has a very unique shapes and curves for sure. I mean, look at this. It's one of a kind. And I get it's not for everyone. Also, construction is pretty straightforward. You get one pivot screw which is protruding and domed, and couple handle screws for the scales, and there's gonna be I think another couple screws right in the going through the backspacer to hold the liners together. So I'm not gonna do any maintenance videos on this one because it's not mine, so it's not gonna be there. Also, yeah, the second nitpick probably is the tip down carry only pocket clip, which is nicely designed. It's nicely 3D milled titanium PVD coated. It's not reversible. It's strong. Has a nice in and out ramp. It works very good, but it's tip down. And with the tip like that, that's second nitpick, and that's probably it for the nitpicks. Because everything else checks out. I mean, you get these liners which are nicely done, nicely anodized, beautifully chamfered. They work well. You have this blade, which is like unique, like it's thick, it's crowned on this part where the jimping's supposed to be, and then it's wedged up to the tip in a beautiful way, nice and symmetrically done. And then you have pretty much 100% belly up to the sharpening choil, which doesn't act as a finger choil because it's too small, and it's chamfered, by the way, a little bit like that, and it's sharp up to almost the end. You see, right at the end, not sharp. So that's, you know, no, you're not going to be able to use that. So I was saying there's no jimping in that. I kind of miss it. You have hollow grind. You can nicely see the belt grind lines, which are going perpendicular direction than those on the flat. You have Alliance Designs logo right over here. It's not obtrusive, but it's there. On the back, you have Jeremy Marsh logo, rock and rolling on that side. You do get a dual thumb stud, which are actually a little bit too sharp for my taste, but they work. Like if you grab a knife properly, they work wonders. But they are sharp. They are dual, so you can do a you see, a spidey flick like that, and it's fun. It's fidgety, so that's also works. But the stock thickness is pretty thick. Let's check it at this point. It's going to be 0.15, and behind the edge, this fella is going to be 0.014. So nicely done. Very cool slicer with this hollow grind. Nice blade finish for sure. Also, check out the sound. Beautiful closing sound. Nice and unobtrusive, but the opening sound, woohoo! This is probably my favorite part of this knife. That and this finger groove. I love that. It's beautiful, it's loud, it's nice and clacky and deep and resounding. It's gorgeous. You don't expect anything like that from a knife like this. Also, what is pretty cool is the contained weight because of the materials employed. Is pretty sleek and thin, and overall is going to be weighing in at 2.92 ounces, so not too shabby, right? It's pretty good. And this sound, guys, is just bonkers. One more time. Woohoo, love it. So I was saying basically there's no hotspots whatsoever, because the only hotspot would be from this part, but in this case the handle is long enough to just stick out from my hand. Therefore, this is gonna feel pretty good. I don't have the jimping, and that's something I'm missing, but no sharp edges. The lock bar is, it's all right. You can, you see there's a little bit of milling going on. You can kind of easily disengage that, so not too shabby for that. Reverse grip, yeah, kind of works a little bit sharp here. It's not gonna be comfy, but still this side works pretty well. Also, it's a little bit slippery on the texture because it's very smooth, but fit and finish is just spot on, except for the fact that this tip is kind of like a little bit sticking out. Everything else is just spot on, perfect, no gaps, no misalignments. Everything is where it's supposed to be. So that's pretty good, actually. Also, I don't feel any blade play or lock stick, nothing. Only I feel some finger soreness if I deploy the blade like a lot of times because of the sharpness of the thumb stud. This guy is running on bearings, and that's why it's so smooth on the opening, and just a tiny wiggle and this guy is gonna get into the closed position inside the handle, so no worries for that. Also, you do not get any detent ball ramp, so you're gonna feel a little bit of hard step, but that's not too crazy. Detent strength is perfectly dialed in to get you a very satisfying and rockety fast deployment action for this production version of this custom model from Jeremy Marsh, which is the Chisel. Check it out. There you have it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Alright guys, this is just a quick addendum to the previous video because Alliance Design sent me this current production model for the Chisel designed by Jeremy Marsh, because I said that I noticed that the tip was protruding. So the one that I reviewed actually was a prototype, and here you get to see the production version, which has no issues whatsoever. So the tip is safely indented and not sticking out, so you're not gonna be able to snag this fella like the previous one that you saw, but that was a prototype and this is the production. So if you buy this one, you're not gonna have that issue. So there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned.